Hello and welcome to yet another Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Each week I come on live talking about a different topic relating to career management. This is your show. I'm here to educate you on something I'm very passionate about is career management. And sadly, so few people manage their careers. This is episode number 129. Today's topic is my salary is falling behind my peers at my competition. This is not surprising, but there are many reasons, and I'm going to go into those reasons right now. But before I do start, I would like to encourage you to ask questions. Doesn't have to be related to today's topic, could be related to anything that's on your mind to do with career management, resume, CVs, cover letters, personal branding, job search, how to introduce yourself to executive recruiters, social media, etc. The list goes on and on and on. If you've got a question, please ask it in the comments, and as I go through this presentation, I will answer it. So feel free. This is your show, not mine. I'm here to help you, educate you, assist you, nurture you, coach you through or encourage you to do career management. So my salary is falling behind my peers at my competition. Many reasons. The number one reason I suspect is that you've had a long tenure at your company. Anything more than 5 years, yes, loyalty is good, but you aren't loyal to your company. You are loyal to yourself, and that's why you have to manage your career. So you need to look at the competitors. Once you've been there 3 or 4 or 5 years, they start to take advantage of you, definitely more than 5 years. They don't give you the salary increases that you would have got had either you joined the company after 5 years as a new employee, or you move on to a similar position, a lateral position at another company. So long tenure, yes, it's great to be in a company for the company's sake and for your sake, but you need to manage your career. And if I was your coach, and I'm a career coach and I'm an executive coach and I coach many people, I would encourage you to move on after 5 years. That's sort of the plateau when you need to think about planning and executing a job search. So a long tenure can come back to hurt you, and they do take advantage of you salary wise. So don't think of it as a long stint at a company. You manage your career, and you're entitled to move on, even though you may be happy and you're performing and whatever. But your good career management, it does involve moving around, shuffling the cards there, shuffling the jobs, shuffling the appointments. So a long tenure can be a very major part of why you're not getting competitive salary. Another one is you're not tooting your own horn. You are a valuable, everyone listening today and to the repeat, is a very valuable asset to the company. And if you perform, you deliver projects, you deliver performance, you make the money, you save the money, you eliminate headcount, you introduce new systems, all sorts of different things, go through an M&A and things like that. You need to toot your own horn, especially if you save and make money. That is where you have the ammunition to go to your employer and say, look, I've made you $1 million or $2 million or even $3 million this year. How about I get compensated for it? Or how about we arrange that compensation, that salary module? That's very important. Bonuses and all sorts of different things can come into play there. So a long tenure, and you're not tooting your own horn. Toot your own horn all the time. You, not your company, are in charge of your career. So, what do you do if you suspect or you think about, well, I don't think I'm being compensated as much as Joe, who carries the same position in the same industry as a competitor? Well, you may need to plan and execute these tactics. So, what do? You research the salaries of your peers at your level in something similar. Say, for instance, if you're in banking, you go to the other banks in your country and look at their salary. So you through using LinkedIn, you can connect with peers at other companies, other banks, or other entities, and you can subtly ask them what their salaries after you get to build that relationship and whatever. More and more people are willing to share that what was a very, very confidential, facts based salary. So now people are far more open. And you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I've had clients at the vice president level who are 70 or 80,000, yes, 70 or $80,000 less than their somebody who carries the same role and responsibilities, same title at another company in the same industry, a competitor. So research your salaries at the competitors and then decide in your own mind what do you feel comfortable with in asking. Don't go way up, but have all your facts at your hands, at your fingertips. Don't go way up and beyond the horizon. Make it very reasonable. So what is in your mind that you would like to ask your boss, your employer, for an increase? So decide on the pay rise percentile, and then you generate a good business case. This is where you need to do your research, find out the competitors, what they're earning, what their bonuses are, what their other benefits are, and there's lots of things that come into that jigsaw. So research salaries, decide on the percentile, and then develop a good business case, a facts based business case. Make it very compelling. Make it so that your boss or anybody else you are liaising with, maybe HR come into that play as well, make sure they are compelled, they are excited to give you a sufficient pay rise to make you level with your peers and your competitors. So decide on that pay rise percentile and then go for it. Generate a good business case and then ask very politely for a meeting with your manager or your manager's manager. And also, maybe it can be a component of your annual appraisal, your performance review, or whatever you want to call it. But be prepared. The more armed, the more facts, the more research you do, the better it's going to be for you. And the more chances are that you are going to win the way and get that very, very important salary increase. So look at it that way. So think about all the research and then present the very compelling, striking, facts based business case. Then you have to be prepared to negotiate. Not all the time, sadly, will they go for it straight away. Will they go for your top figure that you have in your mind? You've already set your mind apart from having that salary increase. Then you have to enter into that negotiation phase. It's kind of bargaining this and bargaining that, but be prepared to negotiate. This is where all the facts based information is going to be crucial. You can say, look, somebody at the same level at ABC Bank and you're working at XYZ Bank is earning $70,000 more than I am. He has the same, or she has the same roles and responsibilities. That is not good. I need to be compensated. Just like it's only fair because if you resign, then they're going to have to find somebody who has who was acceptable for that equivalent in the competitors. So you're not asking for gold here. You're asking to be made up for what you're due, what you should have, and what your replacement, if you decided to resign and move on elsewhere, they will get. So your replacement will get. So be prepared to negotiate. If they're not willing to negotiate or they come in with a very low number, ask probing questions. You are in control of your career. Ask why they have lowballed you. Ask why they're not doing this, why they're not doing that. It's only fair. Own your own career. You are in charge of your career. So probe, ask some probing questions, if no raise or little raise. That isn't going to bring you anywhere close to your competitors. So thank them for their time. And then no raise, you need to perhaps start looking for another position, because in today's economy, where hiring has never been so good, in my 31 years as an executive career management practitioner, there are plenty jobs. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. For every one of you watching this live today and the replay, there are tons and tons of jobs. Doesn't matter whether you're in the banking, doesn't matter whether you're in supply chain, doesn't matter whether you're in any other industry, mining, etc. There are jobs galore. So don't be underpaid. You need to be paid for what you are valued. Those other people at the other banks, just using them as an example, are valued. They have a value. They have that 200,000, 220,000 value. You only have that 180,000 value. You need to take that up to equalize your value. Everyone has a value. Don't let that slip, and keep that salary negotiations at the back of your mind when you come into performance appraisals every year, because you deserve a raise. Everybody deserves a raise within the economic boundaries. So hopefully that's helped you. Anybody got any? Oh, we got some good questions. We've got some questions here. So let's have a look here. Chris May, let me bring it on the screen here. What is the best response when asked your salary expectation? Now, this is an open-ended question. You can go high and come low, but you can't go low and go high. So you need to be very, very. Here we're talking about research facts. You need to find what the if you're entering into a company, so you're going to become a new employee when you've got that job offer and the salary isn't quite up to what you're expecting, you can bump it up if you have a facts-based project, a facts-based business case. That's what it is. It's a business case. It's a proposal. So think about, presenting it and maybe even typing out something. Well, during my research, I've uncovered the fact that the vice president of whatever at so-and-so bank earns, and then put that, and then with all the bonuses and whatever, and then do another one. If you've got more ammunition you had, the better it's going to be for you. So hopefully that sort of answered your question. There are a lot of clouds in salary negotiations, and it's not a topic that many people relish. Some people really enjoy entering into salary negotiations, but I'm going to suggest probably the bulk of people, business professionals, business leaders, don't really like entering into salary negotiations. So hopefully that has helped anybody. Anybody got any further questions, any comments? More than happy to answer them. Hopefully, Christopher, that has helped you on your way. If you want any other assistance, I'm always here for everybody who's listening today. But I do have offer a free, no obligation, 30-minute resume critique. So I'm more than happy to look at your resume. There's my email on the screen there. So martin@aneliteresume.com. Free, no obligation. Don't sell. More than happy to go through it with you on Zoom, and your resume or your CV. Plus, I also willing to do a LinkedIn audit. So I go through your LinkedIn from top to bottom, because I hold some certifications in LinkedIn. I'm very passionate about LinkedIn. You have to be active on LinkedIn, not passive. And then I also have a very extensive YouTube channel. So please go to my YouTube channel, go into YouTube, type my name, Martin Buckland, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also press the bell button where you will be notified of new videos coming down the pipeline. I know there's a new one being released tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. which is a very fascinating one. So you will learn a lot. There is some videos on salaries, salary negotiations, and whatever. So, and there's all my previous Tuesdays at 2, 120 29 of them now. So you can find a wealth of information on that website. Anybody got any further questions? If not, comments, I will wrap it up. But next week, Tuesday, June the 6th, my topic will be 4 key pointers to elevate your LinkedIn profile. 4 key pointers to elevate your LinkedIn profile. So thanks for listening today. Have a great week. And remember, spend some time this week managing your career. It's very, very important. Take charge of your career now. Don't let your employer take charge of your career like so many do. Have a great week. I will see you next week for Tuesdays at 2.